Thank you for joining me today. My name is Emily Cray with Revenue River, and I'm here on this edition of Sales Corner to talk to you about how we prep and set up a HubSpot and Salesforce integration. The purpose of a HubSpot and Salesforce integration is to sync data seamlessly, better align your marketing and sales teams, and also start tracking attribution to your marketing efforts. Before we set up the integration, there is some prep work that needs to be done. The first step is to create a mapping document. This document is where you will hold all of your HubSpot and Salesforce properties. It will highlight areas where your values do not match, properties that need to be created either in HubSpot to match Salesforce or Salesforce to match HubSpot. Here's where you'll also lay out your mapping logic. So which will be the system of record? Do you want to use the most recent update, or do you want the value to always be a Salesforce value, regardless if HubSpot is trying to push data through? Also, it's a great time to start talking about what is going to be your trigger points and how are you going to be qualifying leads from marketing, and what will that handoff process look like from marketing to sales? The next step is going to determine, are you going to be syncing all of your leads from HubSpot to Salesforce, or will you be using a Salesforce inclusion list? Use your Salesforce inclusion list to set up the criteria that will pass data from HubSpot to Salesforce. Do you want it to be a life cycle stage, so keeping it very simple and high level, or do you want to add in various criteria for anyone who gets inserted into this list that you create will be the list that you'll use to pass from HubSpot to Salesforce. So I would suggest keeping it simple. If you start adding in different or criteria, you could get a little confused and it could get convoluted later on down the road when you come back to this list and determine what really is qualifying the leads that get sent to Salesforce. If you do keep it simple, such as lifecycle stage, make sure that you have those workflows set up before you turn on the integration. Additionally, any other workflows that you'll need on the back end to make data sync seamlessly. Now that we've done our prep work, let's start with the integration. So you'll click on your avatar and go to Integrations. And search for Salesforce. To integrate your HubSpot portal with Salesforce, you do need a pro or enterprise license, either in service, sales, or marketing. Additionally, you'll need a HubSpot admin to set it up, and it'll need to be a Salesforce admin account that you're connecting it to. This integration does take some time. After you verify your Salesforce account, continue following the steps. Make sure to install this integration for all users. This is your Salesforce integration default page. Here you can always verify what account it is connected to, change your API call limits. Under Sync Settings, you can manage all of your mappings. After the integration is complete, the default mappings are going to be any contact company basic properties such as first name, last name, city, address, job title. Those would be all your default that are mapped. You'll want to go through each of these and adjust the settings to map the logic based on how you have it set on your mapping document. Additionally, you'll want to refer to that mapping document as you add new fields, such as your custom properties or any HubSpot default properties that you'll want to use for attribution tracking. As we continue down the settings, if you want to sync your contact and companies, you'll just check mark right here and then go into the manage mappings to map all of the custom properties that you want to track for companies. And additionally, you'll want to do that for deals. As I mentioned earlier, you'll want to determine if you're going to be syncing to leads or to contacts. You can toggle that change right here. The default will be to have HubSpot sync all contacts. You'll want to make sure that this is synced to your inclusion list. You can view your inclusion list right here to make sure that the correct criteria is set up in that list and you're syncing HubSpot leads that are supposed to go to Salesforce. Determine if you want to create contacts in HubSpot once they're created in Salesforce. Additionally, you can set those properties for deleting, and then you do have syncs down here for lifecycle changes and setting up how you're going to sync state and country lists. Lastly, make sure to check this page periodically. You do have a sync errors page that you'll want to come and make sure that there are no errors syncing any sort of properties between the two systems. If there are, you can find them right here, and HubSpot does provide instructions on how to fix those. So that is a quick tutorial on how you prep and set up the Salesforce HubSpot integration. Thank you. My name is Emily Cray. Have a great day.